That's a shame. Alright, that's what it is.
It's alright, live and learn, right?
Yeah.
So what we'll do when we come out here is, I already switched the frequency, so we're over to the practice area frequency. When we get over the bridge, we're going to let them know, 65745, 3,000 feet. Over the 202 bridge, we're going to come in and do some stalls and maneuvers or whatever we're going to do. Let them know. Fly around, and then, so this area, if you follow the river up, you can see it here, sort of, is when you solo and, come out to practice your maneuvers, usually follow this river up, and right in this area up here, I have my iPad, I'll show you. So you can see it on the
same altitude and everything?
Yep. Right in this area. You can do, you can go higher and stuff, it's just, 3,000 is just the fastest climb for us. So, and we usually practice out here by Sky Manor and stuff, south of it. There's also the south practice area by Robbinsville, so you can do all your maneuvers and practice out here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this will be when you solo for the first time, or the second time, out to the practice area and come back before we start cross countries. This will be where you go.
Cool.
And it's like 10 miles south or north of the airport, so it's not far away at all.
Yeah, Robbinsville, that was the airport that I was trying to think of before. How do you say his name? I pronounce it Ankit, but you're saying it more...
Ankit.
Ankit.
Yeah.
That's where he takes
Skyhawk, 5 miles west of Solberg, 2000, descending 1500 for ground reference maneuver.
West practice area 65745, 3 miles south of 22, 3000. Gonna come in and do some maneuvers. Anyone else out here?
Skyhawk, 1500 feet, 3 miles south of Flemington, ground reference.
745 Roger, we'll be over by the bend of the river.
And Mercer practice area 499 Kilo Whiskey, about 2 miles south of 22, climbing to 4,500. Been doing maneuvers over by Doylestown.
Oh God.
215, Lima Pop, bend of the river, 2000, heading back to Tango November. Mercer County Park, sorry.
Alright, got some friends today.
Alright, Parker said Diamond just up to about 2 miles east of the 202 bridge, 6,500 up and down.
Are we okay for these clouds, or?
Yeah, we're not gonna go near it. You can just dodge them. A couple people have dodged today.
Where was the one at 1500? She said 3 miles where?
By Flemington, way over there. So Pat is on that side of the river. Mike McCullough's up there coming in. So.
What was his altitude?
I think he said 4,000. So.
So he's probably just above those clouds. You want me to actually descend to 25 just to?
Nope. Let's stay. We're not gonna get near him. It's fine. We're gonna be VFR the whole time.
Okay.
So let's go out. Let's do a heading here. We'll start some turns this way. Go out to the east, and we'll go up this way in the practice area.
Okay.
Because somebody's already at the bend of the river.
What's that?
Because someone's already at the bend of the river.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
talking about it. Workers practice area 745, 4 miles east, bend of the river, 3,000 stalls.
Alright. You okay for me to set up for slow flight?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm just going to talk my way through it.
Well, first what you do, that's fine too. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go through it. Before you do any kind of on a check ride, make sure you do your pre-maneuver checklist. So fuel selected both, mixture's rich, engine instruments are all green, and circuit breakers are in. And I like to check the switches too.
Okay.
And then go through your clearing turns, so left and right. So left is
You want me to
clear.
throttle in then?
Yep. Yeah, we can throttle in. So you do a 90-degree turn left and a 90-degree turn right. We can simulate them right now because I want to get, could save some time.
Okay.
And we're going to be scanning outside. Make sure you do that on a check ride, alright?
Okay.
Alright, so let's go into slow flight now. You can set up as you please.
Alright, so power back to 1500. I just come in with all my flaps and the white here.
So 80, 20,
80.
or 90, 20, 80, 90, 10, 80, 20, 70, 30.
Okay.
And now we're going to try and maintain 55 knots at 3,000 feet. So we've lost low altitude, so we're going to need some power. So if we even need 100 knots, or 100, or full power basically, that's fine, because we're getting real slow, right?
Yeah.
Now we see where that power off stall configuration happens.
Right
we're at a slow airspeed
mark, right?
Yep. So we're at a slow airspeed on landing and approach with low power setting because we're trying to land, right?
Yeah.
You can see where it's going to happen. That's what this is trying to prepare us for. And it gets kind of hard to maintain that heading as well. So if you need more power, it's fine. Say if you want full power to recover.
Okay.
Looks like it's coming back up to 3. And right about there. So keep that power setting and maybe try to pitch down just a bit. Get that airspeed back up.
Okay.
Sometimes I like to just sit and see what the plane wants to do and adjust for it and look back to 55. So first, let's try to do a turn to the right.
Okay. So clear?
Go clear to the right. So we're climbing now, so be
Yeah.
careful of that. If we need a little bit of power, take off 100 or 200. And we only need about 10 degrees of bank. Because now that we're slow, we've increased the load factor in the turn.
Yeah.
Our stall speed goes way up, and we're already slow, so that's not going to be good. So 10 degrees of bank in slow flight, that's all we need. Looks good right about there. And if this is how slow it is, then that's perfect. Just let it complete the turn. There's no reason to rush, right? But we're still a little high too, so think about that.
Okay,
Maybe we need
so
less
power coming
power,
out.
a little bit of pitch. Keep correcting for it. So let's keep going around. We'll do a full turn to the right.
Might bleed off a little of that altitude by the time I'm at that heading.
So if we're fast and we're high, what do you think we need to get rid of?
We're fast and high. We need to pull throttle.
Yep. Get a little bit of power. And you don't need to pitch down to get down. You can actually just kind of pitch up a little
Leave
bit,
it there.
get the airspeed down, and the plane will kind of stall itself down. It'll sink. And once you get back to that altitude and airspeed, lower your pitch just a little bit and increase power.
Okay.
You'll see it's coming down. We're at
Yeah.
55.
Alright,
That
so
looks good.
pitch
3,000
down
feet.
and a little bit of power there, right?
55 knots. Looks good. Keep that heading coming around and keep the river off to our left side. Do you see the solar panels out there? Let's aim to head straight for them.
Head straight to them? Okay.
Yep. So good control. I like that you're pretty sensitive on it. Don't want to be really ham-fisted. Kids use way too much control input and creates problems. Especially in slow
overcorrecting and all.
Because you got to think about on landing, you have a slow airspeed, a really high descent configuration, but all your control surfaces are way less effective. Okay? So all your control inputs are less abrupt, so they use more than they need to. Sometimes you got to use a control input and let the plane develop. So right about there is
That's good?
Yep. Let's try one to the left.
Okay. It'll look clear.
Alright. We can go right here. From here we can either go into a power off stall with slow flight, or if you'd like we can reset up we can recover and start it, whatever you're comfortable with.
From here is fine, yeah.
Yep.
So they had me, kind of like, I guess, pull the power back to,
Yeah, so what we're going to do, the power off stall, so flaps are full,
and then
you can pull some power back and aim for 60 knots and descend about 200 feet. So,
about, I got about 60 there. It's usually a good I can reference it by that.
yep, that's fine.
About,
Perfect, I'd rather you be outside.
So like
Just keep
about
coming
there,
down, and what we're simulating is a student descending to landing, solo, and when you get here, they're too low, so they worry about that, and they try to pitch up without increasing power.
Yeah.
They'll pitch up, they try to stretch the glide over the runway.
Oh
but
yeah,
as we
you're gonna
get
lose
slow-
power and drop.
Nope, just pull back because we're trying to stall now.
Okay.
So when we do stall, what's our reaction? What do we do?
Put nose down.
Nose down at full power, right?
Yeah.
Medium. So, full power.
Southwest of Flemington, 7,900.
Full power.
Descending steep spot.
Good recovery. 10 degrees of flaps back.
Skyhawk,
Let's turn out to the right.
Of Flemington,
Keep
ground
halfway.
reference maneuver
Timing turn,
1600.
okay?
Yep, that's fine with me. As long as you stay
We
at
won't
60
cut that low, don't
otherwise.
I hope so.
At about a 400-foot loss.
Yep,
Like
so you
that.
see how much it can happen.
Yeah.
That's why on landing you gotta get that power in. So the reason that happened is because you can have full power immediately, so you don't want to be slow putting it in.
Yeah.
As soon as that stall feels and you feel it break, it should be full power in immediately, okay? Full power in, and then pitch lower the nose. You don't need to really pitch it down like that because you're going to start to descend and you're already low to the ground. You need to apply full power and then just lower it level with the horizon really, maybe a little bit, just a degree or two below it, so you can increase that airspeed.
Okay.
So as soon as you get airflow over the wing, create lift. That's your recovery.
Just gonna bleed out something. I feel like I'm.
So that's mainly because we're the full flap configuration. So see as I pull the flaps out,
Yeah, it's.
reduces drag, airspeed increases. A lot more controllable.
Yeah, there we go.
So you gotta remember to take your flaps out after recovery. Let's go out to the north.
Or
I know my friend's on that side of the river. I don't want to hear him. Let's set up for a power on stall. So what are the first things we do to set up for the stall?
Alright, so feels
Good.
like they're on both mixture pool rich. What are we checking in? And,
So engine instruments are all green. Indications
green.
look correct. Bolt's good, and circuit breakers are all in. None are tripped or anything. You don't want to. Looks good. And I like to check the switches, just make sure they're on. Good. I like to see that you did that because I told you last time. Means you listen. Some kids just literally do the same exact thing. Drives me insane. like why are you not even trying to learn? I swear. Nope. Whenever
Alright,
you're ready,
so-
you can pick. We can do this heading. We'll do it to the right just to get rid of that cloud.
It's-
Because with this one,
no flaps, right?
nope, no flaps.
So I'm going in full power from this angle and then just basically pitching up past. And then I was told in the past just basically like I want to put my feet on the horizon. Does that work?
That's fine.
Alright.
Let's turn out to the right because with this one we will climb because we'll have full power. So
Oh, avoid these
might as well
clouds.
not hit that cloud. We have a giant patch it just clear here. So when we do that, we're gonna pull power out, hold 3,000 feet, and just slowly hold it as the airspeed decreases. As soon as it gets to 55 knots, apply full power. That's
With
like,
flaps down, right?
nope, flaps are gonna be up the whole
Flaps are
time. So apply full power. It's like we're on landing and we get out of the power off stall, but we apply full power and it pitches up, and then we get into a power on stall.
Okay.
So if you apply power and you pitch up just a little bit, the plane will stall itself. You might need to give it a little bit of back pressure. But that's how we'll do it, okay? And I'll talk you through it too. So
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's fine.
Thanks.
So let's line up on our heading right there, 3,000 feet, and start pulling the power back.
1500, good?
Yep. 15 to 17 is what I like to use.
Yeah, well,
And just try to maintain 3,000 feet with that power setting. And your airspeed will naturally decrease. Yep. So keep 3,000, pitching up, right? Because now we're using
Yeah.
pitch to hold that, force our airspeed to decrease. We get to 55. Keep that pitch up because we're at 900 now.
Power in yet?
Nope, 55 knots, and full power, good, and just keep the wings level, coming up, pull back more, we don't want to push down because we're trying to stall now. Right rudder in, so that's a stall, just lower the nose and level it right there, because we already have full power, right?
Yeah.
Good,
And we did
airspeed's
climb.
already increasing,
1500.
start to climb. We don't need to pitch down, I don't
Oh,
want-
sorry, yeah, I thought that was.
Nope.
I didn't realize that was you putting the pressure on.
I don't want you to pitch down when you're recovering from the stall. If you already
Okay.
have the airspeed, you got to start to climb. So initially, you pitch down to lower that nose and increase the airspeed. So I'm going to do it with you, and you recover right here. And as soon as you have the airspeed back, that's when you start that climb
Yeah.
above the ground because you're going to lose a lot of altitude. Remember? So that's why we do that. So 3,000 fine, just to stay under the clouds.
Okay.
So
That was great.
cool. Have you ever done steep turns before?
Yeah, I don't know. She's, are you okay with steep turns?
Heading northwest. Heading north, actually.
Well, if not, that's okay. We can try them another time. Or if you want to go through just one set.
You can do one.
Let's do one and
You wanna do one?
see how you feel.
Yeah?
So you only need 45 degrees of bank. Let's
Alright.
do it real slow.
You want me to go to the left?
Yeah, we'll go to the
Funny out
left.
here. It's like hot today.
Yeah, really.
To the left, okay, you want, just let me guess, you want me to get back to 3,000?
Yep, 3,000 feet's fine. West practice area 745, 4 miles to the north, 4 miles northeast, 202, 3,000, steep turns.
And one to the left. Yep. So clearing turns have been done.
So I like to pick a point outside that I can turn around to on the ground. So if you want to turn to a different heading or pick a point out front.
Yeah, there's not really much out here. Let me see.
To do a slow turn over to the left, just pick a point, and that's where we'll start from.
I think that like little patchy grass over there is just like a long.
So
almost looks like a grass road. That.
Yep. So what that is the power lines. Is usually what we use.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
that's
perfect. Long row of power lines. You just keep it level straight. Go all the way around. Cover with that.
Alright, so just getting that back to 3 again.
Yep. You see how you gotta watch the altitude.
Yeah.
It's kinda hard to maintain it.
Alright, so one to the left, we look clear. Clear.
Hey Parker, where are you now?
I'm just 2 miles west of Flemington at 1500.
That's 60, so in between these two is 45.
Okay.
That's what we want.
Okay, we're pretty much east of Flemington. We're going to go down to 1,200 feet, so I just want to know where you are.
Okay, well, we are doing gas times towards east, so can you shoot something else?
Oh, looking good. 45 degrees bank, right at 3,000.
You point out 2 nice pylons for me and we'll find them.
Okay, in that case, we're going to finish up Raycroft and climb up towards west.
Good. So roll out on your heading whenever the lines come up.
Yeah.
Just anticipate that balloon because we're 20 feet high, so it's not, that's okay because we're within 100, but we're going to balloon to take that power out.
That's 1700,
Just make sure we stay. If we need a little pitch down, do it.
Climbing
And
up
that's
to
good. Go right into
2,000.
the next turn.
What, to the right?
Yep. Go right into the right one. There are a set of them, right?
Yeah.
You need a little more bank. This one might be different because now it looks from the right. You're in the left seat, so it's.
Yeah, it's a whole lot different in back.
Yep. So you see how we're descending? It's 'cause it looks like the plane's higher for you, which is normal. So for me, it would be the opposite because I'm in this seat.
Yeah,
That's our parallax theory. So instead of pulling up, what we do,
Pull
some bank out.
Northeast
Level
of
out.
Flemington, about 2 miles.
So much easier
I
to
go
just,
back into it.
Yep, instead of increasing all that G load. And just remember that right rudder, that'll give us that configuration we need to just keep it right around.
There's our heading there.
Nope.
Practice area Skyhawk, just
Good.
3 miles southwest
So
of
why don't
Flemington
we
at
go in and do
2,000.
some
So they're
landings?
coming
Yeah,
closer.
sounds good.
That means 5 yard up
So let's do a 180, get over to the bridge.
I was thinking there's a guy way above us. Well, not way, a couple, but they're 2,000 feet above us.
Just making sure he sees me.
So what we do to get back in, we're going to get our ATC again. So let's try and get that. From now on, when we come up, try to have a pen and paper, like just so you can write it down on the way in.
Okay.
And we'll call Tower. I'll give the last call over there, and I want you to try and give Tower a call to go back in, okay?
Okay.
So 3,000 feet, let's grab the ATC. It's on COM 1.
That's
In the
common.
tower.
Yep.
Noise abatement procedures are in
So I'll
effect.
write it down today. Just 'cause
Advised
it's not
on
in
initial
paper.
contact, you have information Quebec.
Oh, Quebec. And he'll say it again. It's going to
Cessna
be
Tower, information
That's
Quebec, com
Skyhawk
14530.
I'm back to
Wind
Flemington
02017, visibility 10, sky conditions scattered 3,500. Temperature 29, dew point 21, altimeter 3006. Landing and departing runway 6, visual approach in use. Standard runway 1634 is closed.
with Quebec. So when we get over this bridge, I want you to say, 65745 202 bridge 3000, heading back to Trenton.
What's the bridge?
No, route 202, so it's the 202 bridge.
202 bridge.
So we can actually just say that now. So whenever you're ready, say it'll be 65745 or Trent Burst practice area 65745 over 202 3000.
I'm still on the Unicom here.
Yep, Unicom.
Alright, so Cessna 65745.
Okay, so what's the minimum area?
Okay, you can say it. Yep.
So November 65745 over the 202 bridge, leaving the practice area?
Yep.
Okay.
Heading back to Trent this time.
65745 at the practice area by the 202 bridge, heading back to Trent.
Oh, let's go left. I'm gonna switch over.
120.
Run, where's 3000 on me? Won't switch it yet. Did you switch that or no?
No.
Okay. We're at 3000 on the east side of the bridge, or Jersey side of the bridge. We're gonna head back. We'll see you. So I'm gonna switch over to tower.
Delta, you're number 2, following 7.
Oh, got a lot of people.
East of final, runway 6, clear touch and go.
So
Number 2, and we have the traffic in
what
sight.
you're gonna say to him is, Trent Tower 65745.
Roger, number 1, we'll be making a full stop. We'll give it a little extra room.
Roger, 287 Delta.
Trent Tower 65745 is 9 miles northwest, 3000 with Quebec for the option.
But 9 miles northwest with okay.
Yep. Because we're going to request for the option and to try and do some landings.
Okay, just go straight at them?
Yeah, we can actually go to the pad. He'll tell us how to set up and I'll record that and I'll let you know how.
Okay.
Right, so whenever you're ready. Yep,
right.
so just Trent Tower 65745 and he'll come back.
Okay. Trent Tower 65745.
Number 65745, Trent Tower.
65745 is 9 miles to the northwest at 3000. We have information Quebec.
Or 745, ident.
745 ident, and we'd like to request for the option if possible. That's okay.
Roger.
You're learning, right? So you gotta make the mistake.
745, proceed for left downwind, runway 6, report at midfield.
Left downwind 6, report midfield 745 max. So that's okay. So what I'm gonna do now is left downwind 6 and report midfield. So I'm gonna write that down so I know I can remember it later.
With 5 room Papa, keep it rolling down.
So let's go over to the left.
No delay on the runway.
So aim for the left side of the airport first, because we're gonna do. So do you know how the pattern works and how to set up for it?
Yeah, it's a left pattern you said, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So he just said that too. He told us. So runway 6 is facing out this way. We took off, right?
That way?
So how do you?
I gotta go out here and then come in on 45.
Left turn on 3-4.
So we don't really need to do that. We can actually just aim for that runway 34. That'll be midfield. We'll be at midfield and just turn into the pattern report being at that point.
Okay.
We'll say left midfield for 6 because we fly the opposite direction of 6, make our base leg turn, and on the final, and then we're landing at a heading of 060.
Okay.
287 Delta, go around.
So you can aim, I would aim just to the left of the runway there, and then we can join the downwind pattern and fly to
Kind
the
of this
right.
heading where I'm at right now?
Just about here is fine. But I would start to descend, so
you can make a
let's
right
get down
turn
to
on
1200
Alpha,
feet.
monitor ground control in the parking.
Good, perfect. Let's get down.
Alpha, monitor ground.
Engine in the green.
Because we're real high, so I'm going to pull all the power out and just try to hold regular airspeed all the way down.
Alright. That's out.
Right about 90, 95 knots is fine. All the way out of idle, we don't want to put any in because we got to lose a lot of altitude, right? But you see why I tried to make you do the comm, because there's a lot of information
There's a lot
coming
to
back
think
in.
about, yeah.
But now, honestly, you did fine. So the next time when you do it solo, all he's going to do is say, if from that information, is going to say, what do you want to do? Because you just missed the option, and you say, oh, for the option. He's like, okay, that's it.
Alright.
So I notice a lot of people, like, they get worried on the mics, and you got to think, like, it's just another person on the other side, man.
Right,
Just,
yeah.
you have a conversation with him. He's not going to hate you. He's there to help. It's his job. Other than that, just fine.
I always think of them as, in the back of my mind, they're like the fucking people who are just gonna rip you.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
Everybody
know why.
thinks that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's his job to help you. He's got to know what you're doing, right? So if he doesn't help you, it's his fault. He's going to get in trouble, not you. And they know we have a bunch of Cessnas coming in there. They're usually really nice about it.
You don't think they get, I always, maybe they're irritated because maybe their priority, they're thinking of just the larger aircraft, but...
Sometimes. I think there's one guy that I do think is a little rude sometimes. But other than that, most of them are pretty good. Otherwise, I don't feel like they'd work here. They know that it's a smaller airport with trainer flights coming in. So we're coming up on 1200. That's what we want.
Start my power in here, yeah.
So fly a little bit farther, and then you're going to turn out to heading is 040 and just parallel this. And you're going to give him a call when you're turning to fly, out to the side and say, Trent Tower 65745 left midfield for 6.
Okay. Okay, to make a turn now?
Trenton Tower,
I'll do it now, but let him know as soon as he's
1724
going.
uniform holding short of 6 at Juliet.
Okay.
You're 1724 uniform, Trenton Tower, runway 6, cleared for takeoff.
We're going to take off runway 6, 1724 uniform.
And tell him now.
Trent Tower 65745 left midfield for runway 6.
November 745, runway 6, cleared, touch and go. B1 Cessna departing party arrival. Make right traffic on the go.
Clear, yeah, make right traffic on 65745.
November 745, runway 6, clear, touch and go.
745, clear, touch and go, runway 6, thanks.
I tried to get out clear
That's
to
okay.
the option,
Nope.
but...
That's okay.
Alright, so we're looking good there.
Okay, so we got to start our descent, right? So pull some power back, just about 1500, that's fine. So 90 knots, 10 knots.
Number 2, following Cessna traffic on a left downwind.
That's not for us. So I like to fly this out either over the river or just before it, through the woods.
Alright.
Number 87 Delta.
Yep.
Number 2,
turn about here,
traffic
start your
following a, getting ready to turn a left base.
Do I have to make all my calls or he's gone?
No, not here.
It's
Just
Delta,
this is
number
town
2, runway
airport, so
6,
we're
clear, touch and go.
untowered, you do need to do that,
runway 6, clear touch and go.
because you don't want to congest the frequency.
Coming in with that second notch of flaps.
Looking good, I'm okay with that. And so we want to aim 70 knots, about 80
Yeah.
knots here and 70 on final. So when we turn, I want you to land at 70 knots. Okay?
70 knots, okay.
Alright.
Turn final there.
We don't want to be too low because we're getting a little low. So when we get over, no flaps yet, just a little bit of power. And that looks good right here. Let's just keep that image and straighten out on the center line.
Okay.
745 tower, I want to confirm you said right traffic.
Sorry, that's what I said again.
745, I want to confirm you said right traffic after touching go.
745, affirmative.
Okay, for the third notch here?
Yep, that's up to you. You can do it now, but you're going to need a little power, that's fine. So you can put it down, because you're going to... You want to use 30 or no?
Yeah, I'll come
That's
in at
fine.
30 actually.
So you might need a little power, which is just fine. Just make sure you keep a regular descent the whole way down.
Okay.
And I'll be on it with you, but we're going to try and get you to land, because you seem pretty good with the plane. Just keep right on the center line, fly it into ground effect, so about 5 feet over the runway, and just slowly flare.
Number
Okay.
2 for uniform, right turn to the southeast is approved.
Runway's made here.
Turn
So
southeast,
slowly pull the power out.
Yep, you can take it out, just keep that nose down. If I say add power, so add a little bit. Good, right there. Come back. There you go. Almost, just don't let it land. There you go. Perfect.
A little rough.
Nope, that was
I
fine.
wanted. Alright.
The only... So flaps up,
straight.
right? Flaps up.
Flaps up.
There we go. And just try to maintain that center line. I know it's kind of chalked up from the tires, but...
Alright.
Good. 55 and 60 is okay. Just a slight pitch up. You see how slow we get there?
Yeah.
And just keep the attitude. Don't focus on the airspeed. Pick whatever attitude outside gives you 55 and just hold the nose right there.
Okay.
And use a little right rudder so we stay on the runway. So that landing's fine. The only thing is try to flare out just a little bit lower so we're not over the runway and then sinking down.
Okay.
See what happens?
Yeah.
So you almost got to fly it into ground effect right over the runway and just start that flare really slow.
Start the flare over the runway rather.
Yep. Yeah, not before. Once you're over your point, you can take some power out. That way, if you take all power out and stall at 5 feet, this plane can take a hit from 5 feet. But if you stall from 20 feet, you can't take a hit from 20 feet, right?
Alright.
So that's why we need to get right over the runways when we start that flare and just kind of hold it off real slow.
Okay.
And now we're right traffic, just so you know.
Okay.
So up to 12.
12 and
Yep.
then our turn.
Perfect.
Trent Tower, 445 Delta, hold the short of runway 6, departure to the northwest with Quebec.
You on approach, report, 3 mile final, 18 off Tango.
Alright. Trent Tower, 65745, right midfield for runway 6, requested for the option.
Number 745, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 745.
Perfect. The only thing to add to it is runway 6. That's all.
Runway 6.
But you're good there. He knows we're going 6 already landed. But that way, if you had just come in and he knows you're a student pilot, because obviously if he's solo, he's gonna know. We'd call him, be like, hey, this guy's making sure. He'll be like, okay, cool. So we'll help him out. He's gonna give benefit of the doubt.
How's that look? We'll come out with some power here.
Like I like to say, I usually do just inside the river, but just so I have a long enough final to get myself configured in the plane. Yep. The next time we do it, we'll do 10 degrees of flaps, beam the numbers. That's about where we start the descent.
Oh, the number, okay.
Yep.
Right Alpha Tango, your traffic follows on our short final. You're number 2, runway 6, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land. 18 Alpha Tango, runway 6.
Is that the ILS? That beep?
No, that's the autopilot, 200 feet. Just got a little altitude warning system for us. Make sure we come in right at 70 knots. A little bit of a crosswind, that's okay. We'll use some rudder if we need to. If you want to land with power, that's alright. You can have a little bit in, slow it down.
Got me over this, yeah.
Oh, that's good, just don't come in.
System 45 Delta, free exchange approved.
Dive on
Exchange
us.
approved, 45 Delta.
Keep coming down, fly to the ground, keep coming down.
November 87 Delta, 70 traffic, closing up the right hand side, 900 feet.
287 Delta.
There you go.
That's better. I see what I'm doing now.
87 Delta, roger, number 2 behind that traffic, runway 6, clear, touch and go.
Number 2, clear touch and go, runway 6, 287 Delta.
Hey, you're real close, Soul. You gotta get that medical, man. You can be on the road.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. The next time I go up with you, I'll be a little better with the power then.
You're fine today, really. It's just you haven't flown in a couple weeks. That's all. It's a new plane, new airport. Especially you don't really seem like you talk to the tower as much because you were at
ATC,
which is
mainly
fine.
Unicom, yeah.
I never really liked the idea of putting a graveyard next to a runway. Never thought it was that smart, but you know, somebody put it.
87 Delta, 3 out to Canadian, starting LA right turn.
Good field when he gets fired.
Early right turn, 87 Delta.
Alright.
Number 0 Foxtrot Delta on departure turn left, heading 300.
Just another for the object.
Clear for takeoff.
On departing, turn left to a heading of 300, 95 Delta.
We'll do 2 more landings, leave them.
2 more?
Yep.
Sound good to me. Alright. Alright, so the frequency.
Tower, Cessna 65745, late right midfield, 46.
Number 745, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 745.
Clear touch to go, 745.
Just remember 6. I know I forgot to say it to you, so I won't hold it against you, but remember next time. Good, and we even got the flaps in, that's what I like to see.
Yeah, see, the frequency was busy when I was midfield.
That's
and then
okay.
I was like, fly the plane.
If it is, no, I agree. That's what I want you to do.
Tower,
I would rather you not call and fly if
Number 5710 Papa,
because he'll tell you too.
5710 Papa is over the 202 bridge, information Quebec, inbound full stop at 2,500.
10 Papa, roger, ident.
Ident, 10 Papa.
0 Foxtrot Delta, contact Philadelphia departure, have a good day.
Over to Philly, full on, 90 Fox Delta.
Number 10 Pop, continue for our left downwind, runway 6, report at midfield.
Continue left downwind, runway 6, report midfield, 10 Papa. 287 Delta, midfield, right downwind, runway 6.
Number 87 Delta, you're following Cessna traffic on right base to final, I have them in sight.
We have the traffic in sight, 287 Delta.
Number 87 Delta, number 2, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Number 2, runway 6, clear touch and go, 287 Delta.
So what does this image for the runway look like to you right now?
Very low.
Yep. If we had lost power, we wouldn't be able to glide there, right?
No.
So we'll make that just a little bit higher. So don't climb, but don't descend either. If you fly level, you intercept that glide path that you want.
Yeah, about that. Nah,
Yep, no, that looks good.
Good.
Keep it neutral right there. We're about 70 knots. So if we're fast and low, you can use a little bit of pitch up. Keep it at 70. We'll need some power now though, because we're gonna get slow, and we have the full flap. Yep.
Trent Tower Archer 487 Alpha is 12 miles to the north with Quebec.
A little bit faster, so
we'll stop taxi back.
light pitch down with some slight power.
We're 487 Alpha,
Good.
Trent Tower, dead.
Good. A little bit of power. Just keep. Start that flare nice and slow. Flare.
87 Alpha, continue for our left downwind, runway 24, for our midfield.
Nope. Just keep the flare.
Went for 24,
Wheels on the pedal like that.
That was awful.
The flaps up, nose go down on the center line, full power.
Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing, man.
Alright.
Alright. I gotta fucking redeem that. That's terrible.
Got another one.
Oh my god. People were witnessing that.
Don't worry, we've had much worse.
How's my co-pilot back there? I hope you didn't happen to pass out during that, did you? No. So you witnessed it, you're saying?
Gotta make the mistake first, friend.
Alright. Take it off.
So it's up to you if you want to do make this full stop, or if you want to do 2 more. It's your choice.
Yeah, if he clears me for the option, I'll see how the landing goes. If that's alright with you.
Okay. Yep.
If it's a good landing, I want to leave on a good note. That last landing,
That's fine.
Never had a landing like
That's
that.
okay. Just don't let it in your head. Oh, report to him.
Chris Tower 65745, right midfield for runway 6 for the option.
745, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Clear touch to go, 745, runway 6.
And Tower, do you still want 87 Alpha making left downwind for 24?
Number 87 Alpha, you're making left traffic, runway 24.
Everybody but me has a fucking pool, man. What the heck? I want one.
They're a pain in the ass, you don't. We agreed when we buy a next house, no pool.
I think it's just hot, so go in the water. So.
Alright, so stable there. Third notch of flaps coming in.
Good 70 knots, so let's maintain that. Good descent right here. Picture doesn't look like it needs to change at all, really. Just keep coming.
Try and make them this one.
Now Archer 487 Alpha's left, midfield downwind for runway 6, full stop taxi back.
Number 87 Alpha, give me a right 360, a report back in the downwind, you're number 5 right now.
We'll make a right 360, report back in the downwind 487 Alpha.
Just kind
Tower
of there.
number 1323 X-ray, holding short of runway 6, ready for departure.
Number 23 X-ray, Sydney,
Oh,
holding
rough,
short of
man. I'm
runway
not
6.
happy with these landings.
That's all right.
23 X-ray, holding short runway 6.
Yeah, we'll do one more.
Flaps up. I got him for you.
Number 87 Delta, you can start that base turn.
On the base turn, 87 Delta.
Trent Tower 65, 745, right midfield for runway 6 for full stop.
Number 745, roger. Look to follow Archer traffic, just coming over the river at 1,100 feet on final.
We got the traffic in sight, and we'll come in behind it for runway 6.
Number 745, roger. Number 2 now behind the Archer, runway 6, clear to land.
Behind the Archer for number 2, runway 6, clear to land, 745.
Okay. Good.
8 Alpha Tango, left turn there at
still got
Alpha.
him, right?
Juliet, back to runway 6.
You have the traffic inside?
Yeah.
Runway 6, 28
Good.
See the traffic over to the right?
Yep. Right there.
Dan? He's on his final approach.
So when do we turn to go behind him? What do you think?
I can pull my power now, he's off my right wing.
Good. Right when he's a beam, that's what we want.
10 notch of flaps coming in. Turn base here. Final looks clear. Yeah, after like an hour and a half, I could just feel like I could do this all day now.
Yeah.
It is draining though, it's like mentally
Oh, it
draining.
is. Got a lot of stuff going on. That's okay. If we need it for below 85 knots, we can use our 30 degrees flaps, right?
Yeah.
Get a better angle of descent.
Delta, midfield on the right downwind, runway 6.
Good, 70 knots.
Number 87 Delta, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 6, 287 Delta.
Coming down.
Start my
there is good. Nice and slow, flare out. Good up, good.
Ground effect.
Good, almost. Better, keep the weight off
Tower
those.
Central 18 Alpha Tango,
Flaps
holding
up.
short of 6 on Juliet, ready to
There you
take
go.
off.
Easy call, still switch over to ground if we need to.
Continue hold short.
So listen
18
for him
Alpha
to
Tango.
tell us what a taxi to.
745 is full stop termination.
Affirmative, 745.
8745, you can make the left turn on 34 and give ground a call, .9.
Alright, left turn on 34, we'll give ground a call. 745 next. So this is
718 Alpha Tango, traffic
first
on
slow down,
right turn,
before we get over.
runway 6, clear
Before we start that turn, get over.
Runway 6, clear takeoff, 18 Alpha Tango.
What are they surfacing?
Archer 87 Delta, traffic on side arrival
the
of the
taxi
terminal.
weights. So
We have the traffic in sight, 8
let's.
Alright, so are we on?
Nope. So this is ground. So switch over to ground. Don't taxi too far. Go over to grounds.
Okay.
Hey, Trent ground 65745 is on 34 with you.
Okay. Ground November 65745 on ground with you.
745, turn ground, turn right on Alpha, taxi to parking.
Right on Alpha, taxi to parking.
Right on Alpha, taxi parking. 745.
There you go. So go. And we're good. You just got to taxi up to the.
Turn ground from 34.
Yep. It'll be at the first spot in this row.
Okay.
So when we taxi on this line and check left clear because you have that prop there and right clear. So right's clear.
Right's clear.
Left clear.
Left's clear.
Left clear and right's clear.
holding short runway 6 on Juliet.
So one of these two spots. Left clear.
Left's clear, yep.
Right's clear.
Right,
Alright.
continue to 4, proceed runway 6,
Oh,
cooling,
right here.
exit at the
That's
approach
fine.
in a 24.
Cooling runway 6, exit at the end of 24 on Bravo, left 34.
Come over to the right a little bit more. And even out on the left side. Coming up. A little bit more right about there is good.
Good.
Oh, there we go.